Compiler directives in system Verilog are the tick include and the tick define. Tick include is used to include a file into a design code, and this is the syntax for tick include. Tick include within the double quotes give the file name if it's a user defined file, and if it is a language specific file, then use the symbol less than and greater than. Tick define is used to define a macro which will be replaced at the time of compilation. So this is a syntax: tick define, macro name, optional arguments, and the macro value. If there are multiple lines within the macro values, use a backslash symbol to separate them. So we'll see an example here. Here I have defined a macro named m_max2. There are 4 arguments listed out here to this macro. So this is a syntax: tick define m_max2 within the bracket out select d1 and d0, and the actual macro value is listed out in multiple lines by using the backslash symbol. Now once you define a macro like this, and when you use that macro in your actual code, so the usage of a macro should be also followed by the tick symbol with the macro name. So here I have used tick m_max2. Tick m_max2 data myselect v1 and v0, where data myselect v1 and v0 are the variables in this code where I have used this macro. So this statement is equivalent to writing this particular set of codes in this space. So here once you define a macro and when you use them, the macro will be replaced with its definition at the time of compilation, or it is equivalent to adding these set of lines at this particular line. So this is a syntax to define a macro, and here you might be thinking, what is the actual use case of macros? Those we will discuss when we go through the example. And in simple words, usage of macro in certain cases will give a lot of simulation time reduction and other advantages.